house is louder than she creaks, it hums, it whispers his name in the language of dust settling on his chair. The walls hold their breath when she walks past, as if afraid to wake the ghosts she hasn't given permission to leave. She sits at the kitchen table, watching the clock tick its hollow anthem into a room too quiet for its size. Her hand finds the handle of his favorite mug. Still there, still full of nothing. She tried once, pulled herself into the rhythm of wine glasses clinking like apologies, of laughter that never quite reached her chest. She nodded at stories she wasn't invited to belong to. Let a man with warm eyes place his hand on the cold edge of her loneliness. But she left before dessert. The street lights felt more honest than his lips. Now she wrestles with the question of what solitude is supposed to mean, if it's an invitation or a surrender. She's a woman unlearning the weight of wife without knowing what word should hold her instead. In the mornings, she wanders the house like she's trespassing in her own life. His boots still guard the door. His coat, slung over the banister, asks if she's ready to go out. She isn't. Not yet. When friends call, she says she's fine. Because fine is easier than explaining why she feels like a houseplant left in a room with no windows. They mean well, but their voices bounce off her like tennis balls hitting cracked cement. Sometimes she watches herself in the mirror, as if she might catch the moment when her face becomes a stranger. She is older now. She sees it in the soft collapse of her cheeks, in the way her hands feel like her mother's when she holds them still. But she isn't chasing anything, not yet. The shoes she might wear on some potential date sit in the closet like an unopened gift. She does not try them on, doesn't force herself into spaces where she might shrink. Instead, she listens to the house breathe, listens to the way silence can sometimes feel like forgiveness. Every night she turns off the lights, one room at a time, and sits in the dark, letting the quiet hold her until she feels less breakable. When she goes to bed, she doesn't close the door. She sleeps on his side of the bed and dreams of being someone who no longer feels outnumbered by her memories. And when she wakes, with the sun on her face, its warmth and open hand, the house breathes with her now, no longer waiting for someone else to come home.